Record. I am incredibly excited to be here with you guys tonight. My name is Lori Court. I want to tell you, first of all, here in Michigan, it's 9 o'clock, it's cold, it's blustery, it's windy, and tomorrow I get to head out west, so I'm incredibly excited about that. I want to thank you guys for joining us. You know, I'm a big believer in time. You know, time is not something we should waste, and I believe that you guys being here tonight is a gift of time. And I intend to use it wisely. I want to thank you for sharing a little bit of time with us. And I also want to tell you, I want to give you a compliment. I admire you for being here, okay? And the reason is this. It's very, very easy in this world to have a closed mind. It really, really is. It's also easy to have an open mind. Yeah, there are some people that really butt the system in that respect. You guys being here means you have an open mind. It means you're looking for something. I'm not sure what that is. You know, for me, 5, 6 years ago, I didn't even know that I was looking for something. However, when I found this, it changed my life. And not this specifically what we're about to talk tonight, but the idea that opening your mind to new opportunities changes things. Okay, it changes things, and for me it did. And I really believe that no matter why you're here tonight, you're going to pick up something, some little nugget. But what I already know about you is you are out there looking. You're looking for something more, and that is impressive. I do admire that. So, you know, my name again is Lori. I'm in Michigan. Just a tiny bit about me so that you know who you're talking to. I'm a mom. I have 5 kids. I have 5 grandchildren. I am a business owner, 2 traditional businesses, both in hospitality, 1 in catering. Just celebrated 27 years in business, so we are proud of that. Also a wedding planning business, which I love. I love being a part of people's special days. And then the other thing that I've really been able to do over the course of the last 5 or 6 years is I've always been a big believer in staying relevant. And I'm looking at, I can't see a lot of you guys on the screen, but the ones I'm looking at are young, okay? And I'm assuming most of you are young on here. What I'm going to tell you is this. People above about 40, 45, they don't get this Zoom, this Instagram, nothing like that. And I decided a long time ago that I was going to stay relevant, and that this is the way life is now, right? We can't just keep doing things the way we did when we were 30 and 20 and expect to get a better result. So I knew then and there that I needed to develop online businesses, digital footprints, that kind of thing to stay relevant. And without it, guys, people will be lost. So for those of you that have the ability to use these, like you use a toothpaste, that easy for you, the opportunities, they're just endless out there. And so no matter who you are, guys, if you are, you know, a single parent just looking for some extra income, if you're like me, you want to be in these spaces, you want to stay relevant, and you're really not sure. You know, for me, retirement doesn't mean not working. It just means not having to work. Okay, and so what does that look like for somebody 55, 60 in this day and age? You know, I think you need to find something to do. If you're a student, you're just looking for some extra money, whoever you are, I want you to know that what we're about to talk about tonight is universal. Okay, it's not biased. Anybody can do it. Anybody can partake. Anybody can enjoy it. Anybody can succeed at it. So it's for anybody. And so just keep it in mind, right? No matter who you are, there's something here for you. Okay, you just got to find it. So what are we here for? Well, what we're here for is truly in the most concrete fashion, the most technologically advanced company in the space of supplementation, Mary's Technology. Okay, that's why we're here. And what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to share my screen. I want to dumb it down a little because a lot of times when you talk science, people get a little lost. So let me share my screen here. Hold on 1 second. Oh, wait. Not right. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. So we're going to make it big. So this is the company that we're here to talk about. And guys, Euphoria. Okay, where the tagline is being you never felt better. Now, what is Euphoria? Okay, that is the question that the people that I'm talking to are asking because really nobody knows about it yet. This is what it is. Euphoria is a company that develops personal supplementation based on your genetic makeup. Okay, let me say it again. Euphoria is a company that develops personal, individual supplementation based on your genetic makeup. Okay, let that sink in for a minute. All right, let that sink in for a minute. That's a big deal. Why? Because DNA and genetics are a big deal. Okay, they are not only relevant right here, right now, they are the future of everything that has to with our bodies. Medicine, pharmaceuticals, holistic, wellness, physical, it's everything. It's health, right? And without health, you really don't have a lot. Give me a sec here. Okay, so now, see these two companies here on the screen here? These companies are doing DNA testing. I'm sure all of you are somewhat familiar with them, okay? And that's cool. They're great companies. This is what they test for. They test your DNA, and what they come back to you with, okay, ancestry. So you're able to find out like where you came from, what your nationalities are, hair color, eye color, skin color, all that kind of stuff, which I think is incredibly fun. And I was, as some of the people on this call know, I was adopted. So for me, that is incredibly fun. However, once you get that information once, what do you do with it, right? Like, what do you do with it? You just know it. That's great. But there's not really a lot of, like, meat behind it. So Euphoria, what Euphoria is doing is they are testing DNA only for a different reason, okay? So what they do is Euphoria has this incredible big boy lab, okay? And the reason when you know a lab is legit, it's doing things right, and it's playing with the big boys is when it's HIPAA and CLIA certified. And those certifications are not easy to get, okay? So when you get them, you're legit. Now, this is what they're doing. This lab, which our company, by the way, owns, okay? We own it. The CEO, the founder of this company, not the CEO, the founder bought this lab. He has, the cool part about what I like about that statement is that this guy owns a lot of companies, okay? And what he has, what I really like about him is he has depth of vision. He's able to look ahead and understand and see trends before they happen. And he's been able to monetize that for years and years and years, and owns LaCour Enterprises and this and that. So he doesn't need the money, but what he saw here was something that would virtually change this space. And this is his Golden Goose, his legacy company. So he went all in. He bought the lab. He's testing. What he's doing is he's testing for 18 SNPs. Okay, now don't let the word SNPs scare you like it's biology or science or anything like that. All that is, a SNP is a gene in your body that has a variant, okay? And just really quickly, I'm going to make this so easy to understand. So here's a DNA strand. And pretend that from one side to the other, there's a million letters of the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, right? Over and over and over and over again till a million. If one of those letters in that strand of DNA is off, is out of place, is transposed, that gene has a variant. Okay, now what does that mean? A variant means that that gene is not performing at optimum level. That's it. Okay, so this is what Euphoria is doing. Euphoria is doing DNA testing, and they're looking for variant genes. Which genes? 18 different core prominent genes in your body that actually dictate how well your body is performing. Okay, 18 of them. Now, this is what I want to really share with you. The thing about this is that those 18 SNPs are just barely scratching the surface, right? But what they are some of the most important ones that we deal with at the core of our being for health, okay? For health, for physical, for all of that. And so scroll through here. These are 18 of them. Now forget about all the big words. Forget about the letters and the numbers. I want you to look at the really simple stuff. Healthy blood pressure, detoxification, healthy weight management. You guys, that stuff is easy to understand, okay? Those are the things that we're testing for. Now, when you are a customer of Euphoria, okay, what you do is you basically purchase your DNA test. With it comes a pre-trition. It's just a 30-day program of detoxification, a cleanse. And when you send in your swab, your DNA swab, these are the SNPs they're testing for. Now, guess what? Within 30 days of sending your swabs in, actually, I got mine today. I'm going to show you a little bit of it, but 23 days, through a holiday, no less. So scaled, right? Like this company knows what it's doing. This is what you get back. This is one page of a 37-page report. Now, don't let that scare you, okay? You're thinking, oh my God, 37 pages of medical terms. That's not at all what it is. This is the most important page. This shows you what it is that you need to support in your body for the best performance, the optimum health that you can have. So I want you to take a peek. If you notice green means that I did not receive any variant. So like my body takes care of oxidation just fine. My body has enough CoQ10 and processes it just fine. So I don't have to worry about over supplementing those things. Now yellow means one parent, not sure which one gave it to me. And those cells, those genes need support. They need support. Now somebody else, Ben might have this same exact list, same exact test, and be totally green in something I'm yellow. His formulation would be completely different, right? He doesn't need that. Red means that you definitely need to support those. It means both parents gave it to you. And it also means when you have children, your children will have it. If you are red, you pass it on every time. If you are yellow, 50-50 chance that you'll pass it on. Okay, so that's what it looks like. I want to just quickly do something. I want to show you what my report looked like today, just so you can see that 37 pages isn't scary. Okay, so look what happens here. You just have a welcome. It tells you a little bit about, what they believe health is, table of contents, some FAQs, tells you about what a SNP is. There's 3 billion pairs on a single strand of DNA. I think that's incredibly important. So here is my actual test. Okay, there's a lot of yellow. Now I bet you when I go take a 1 a day, I'm not supporting that stuff. Okay, the thing is that once you know this, how do you unknow it? How do you unknow it? How do you go to Walmart and pick up 1 a days? You don't know. You don't know that you're getting what you want. Shows you how to read it, but this is where I really want to show you. So when you get down to this part right here, this goes through every one of those SNPs, tells you what it is that your test showed, and then see right here, I don't know if you can see my cursor, because I'm yellow, I'm going to need 25 milligrams of this and 25 milligrams of that. Why not? Can you guys see that test?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can see it.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure what's going on. So anyway, so we'll get out of that. But going back to here, let me show you guys. That's what it's going to look like for you. Okay, so you have, whoops, I'm so sorry. So you can tell, right? What do I need help with? Technology. Okay, here we go again. So we have, I'm going to make this big for you guys. All right, so here's our test. Okay, now, this is the coolest part too, is that we have, there's got to be software behind it. Something has to be able to panel this stuff, put it into a panel, read it, then be able to spit out the report that people can read. The software for this company has been in the making for 20 years. The brightest minds on the planet have been working on this. Now, I've been lucky enough to actually become friends with one of the scientists on the scientific panel, and the cool part about it is that he's told me much, much more than a simple PowerPoint will. However, one of the things that he told me is that some of the people that he met doing this are actually like Nobel Prize runners and that kind of thing, so it's kind of cool. Now listen, this software, our company purchased it, okay? Nobody else has it. What does that mean? In business, it means when you're the first to the table with something, you're the best, okay? You're the one that's going to make money. You're the one that's going to shake up the marketplace. And having this intellectual property as one of the, let's call it like feathers in the hat, makes our company so much more spectacular, okay? And with that software, it has the ability to spit out 400,000 different formulas, one of which is yours, one of which is Ben's, one of which is Elizabeth. Now, this Nutritionator. This is something else the scientists taught me that isn't necessarily here. So there have been hundreds of thousands of months of nutrition sent with a test group. Hundreds of thousands of months. So a test group was put together a couple years ago, and this DNA testing was done, and they brought nutrition to the table, and they sent these people out custom nutrition for them, and people loved it. The thing is that when they got their DNA results, somebody had to actually hand fill it. They didn't have this machine. This machine is called the Nutritionator. Now, why didn't they have the machine? They didn't have the machine because nobody could afford to build it. That's why. Okay, so about 3 years ago, our owner decided to invest in building this machine, the Nutritionator, which fills your nutrition and can scale this company to fill millions of orders. Okay, there's no fingers, there's no hands, there's no human error anywhere. It is the one and only on the planet. Nobody else has it. And I've been told on more than one occasion that even in the event that somebody had the financing to do it, could get the software, anything like that, and we're twice as good as we are, which they're not, but even if they were, it would still take them 18 months to even bring the idea to fruition. Okay, so keep that in mind. Guys, timing is everything in business, and that's really, really important here. Really quickly, because the allergens are a big deal nowadays. Our products are non-GMO, vegan, and gluten-free. And why? Because it's the smartest thing to do, right? We don't have to deal with people that are allergic to gluten and that kind of thing. Now, personal formula is called Nutrition. It comes in powder and it comes in capsules. What happens is when your DNA is tested, you get your lab results, your formula is made, it comes to you in one of these little jars every 30 days, just like anything else that you would take monthly, right, or daily, and it has your name and your barcode. Now, from a health standpoint and a personal standpoint, that is very, very cool. However, what about the business standpoint? What does that mean? You guys, it means that we're Amazon proof. That's what it means. And do you know how big that is? Are you going to be able to go out and resell this on Amazon if you decide to stop using it? Absolutely. A business that is Amazon proof in today's day and age is unheard of. Unheard of, right? Think about that, all right? So looking at this because you want to be a customer and you really do believe in, I mean, you guys, these are our bodies. It's the only one you get. You have to believe in it. It's concrete science. Like, that's not the fact. The fact is, how important is it to you, right? So if you're a customer, that's great. However, if you're looking at this from a business standpoint, already I've spit out 4 things that make us unique and the only in the world. The only in the world, okay? So that is a big deal. Now, I'm looking at young faces, and I know that you guys don't think much about this. So I'm going to talk to you like a mom for a minute, okay? This is the deal. When you're in your 20s, you're not sick very often, right? When you're in your 30s, you're not sick very often. When you get to be at 40, things start to fall apart a little bit, all right? I can tell you flat out that I am sitting on medical bills from 5-10 years ago still, okay? And that's with insurance, all right? Now, I believe that people are going to pay money whether they're sick, for the sickness, or for the health. Okay, whether it's a gym membership, whether it's protein shakes, whether it's vitamins, you're going to pay for it, right? Why do you do that? To stay healthy. People that don't do that, they're going to pay for sickness, right? And believe me, it is a lot more expensive than vitamins. A lot more expensive. You're going to pay for one or the other. I do believe that this will be a standard of health. I believe it's going to happen within 5 years. I think 10 years from now, babies will be swabbed at birth and will be automatically custom supplemented. I mean, it's not going away. And so think about this. Why do people supplement now? All right, really quickly, like we have another speaker and I don't want to take up all your time, but this is the thing. Why do we supplement right now? We supplement right now because somebody tells us to. It's based on intelligence. Because we know what to do. It's because we're guessing, or our doctor told us, or our parents told us, or our friend told us, or somebody do this. It's all based on your head, okay? It's not based on your DNA. So for 8 decades, supplementation has been a business. And for 8 decades, this business has made money guessing, right? But guess what? Designer nutrition, when it's science-based, when it's concrete evidence, and when it's based on your personal DNA, you cannot ignore it. You can't. And soon, the whole industry of supplementation will be unable to ignore it. All right? And it will change the face of the way that supplement companies work. And when you really go deep down that rabbit hole, what will that do? People will be healthier. Insurance rates will drop. I mean, there's going to be so many repercussions of this. You guys, I know people have used this phrase so many times, and I don't believe it a lot of times, but I believe it now. This will be to nutrition and to supplementation what the cell phone was to the landline. All right? I've heard it. I've heard it from other companies. I've heard it used on Facebook, blah, 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 whatever. This, I believe. I believe it. And people didn't believe the cell phone would do that, but it did, right? People didn't believe Amazon would rival Walmart, but it did. I'm telling you, the supplementation, they're going to have to wake up. They're going to have to wake up. People will stop buying what they do not know. Really very, very easy. Customers, you guys want to get started, you want to try this, you want to get your DNA test in the mail, all you have to do is just purchase a kit. This is what you get. You get a 30-day pack of pre-nutrition, which is your cleanse, and you get a DNA swab test, 2 swabs. Okay, you get it in. There's a little unique code on the back of your kit, and you register it. You go in and register it. You swab your cheeks, and you send it back, and you forget about it for a few days. In the meantime, you use your pre-nutrition, and you're cleansing and detoxing, and it's very, very mild and very gentle. Mine came in 23 days. They allow for 30. to get your test back. Today, I got an email that was actually coded. I had to put in information that nobody else would have known to even open the email with my results. And within 10 days of today, my own unique nutrition pack will be at my doorstep, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So it's very, very easy. You just make a purchase. Really quickly, and this is big too, especially in today's day and age, I don't know really a company out there, even my traditional companies, we have customer programs. If you refer somebody, you get something, right? Your gym does it. You refer somebody, get a free month. You know, Amazon does it. Acorns does it. If you refer 12 people to Acorns, you get $1,000. You know, like it's there. That's what people are doing. And so we do it too. It's a great way to get product being talked about. And that's the idea, guys. Somebody comes in, they're just a customer, they don't care about the business at all. They tell 4 friends, their 4 friends use it, and theirs is free. And that's a great, great way to get this in your mailbox. This is important for those of you that are not here just as a customer, for those of you that are here for business. Guys, Inc. says that if you want to become wealthy, if you want to get rich, if you want to start businesses or be part of businesses, you're going to want to do it through technology or health. Technology or health. Technology or health. Right? What did we just talk about? Technology and health. Technology marries health. Okay, that is big. It is big. And this is the really important part of that, is that you can kind of see what they expect trends to be. Okay, yellow is personalized nutrition and wellness, which means growth is, obvious. But the bigger thing is this, is that anybody who wants real wealth, like, and I'm not talking about like money to go out and be evil. I'm talking about money that gives you options, money that gives you freedom, right? There's a lot of reasons people go out and make money, and there's nothing wrong with it. However, when you want to do that, you have to have multiple streams of income, and you have to have residual income that comes to you all the time. Okay, all the time. All the time, just like an author or an artist or a rap singer or whatever. They record a song and they keep getting paid every single time that it's played. So one of the ways you do that is by leveraging. Our company urges and encourages people to leverage them, and this is why, guys. They have an infrastructure that is unsurpassed on this planet, period, right? There is no questioning it. Nobody can question it. They have the science that nobody else has. They have a DNA lab that nobody else has. They have my goodness, intellectual property. They have a scientific panel, a medical board. They have a legal team. They have a fulfillment department. They have this massive infrastructure. So you guys can actually build a business based on that. You don't have to have any of it. You don't have to invest in any of it. You don't have to put any money up for any of it. All you have to do is leverage it. And what does that do? It creates win-win, right? Win-win. Why? Because for them, they win because they have people who love their product sharing it the way we share everything, right? Through our social platforms, through our networks, to the people that we love. And what do we get? We get the ability to start a business that has income potential unlike any I've ever seen in this space. Ever seen in this space. For next to nothing. For the cost of a pack of $500, $400, $300, $200. It doesn't matter. You can buy 10 packs, 1 pack. The fact of the matter is, it's far less than $1,000, and you're going to start a business leveraging a company like this. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. So Ron is the CEO. I've had the opportunity to meet him. This guy is the bomb. He's like a good old homeboy, but what I love about him is he was retired. He was going to soccer games with his 2 kids. He was enjoying life in his 30s. He had already made millions of dollars. I heard about this and came out of retirement, and he is out there to help people like you guys on this call, young people, go out and win. And guys, that's what this is about. This is about people helping people. And so with that, what I want to do, I don't even know how long I went, so I'm sorry if it was too long. However, I want to introduce you to somebody who has the same mentality as Ron. This guy, this is what I love about him. A couple things, actually. One thing that I really love about him is that he's a ton of fun. And I'll tell you something. You get to a point in your life where you choose who you want to be with, right? You choose people that are doing things that you want, that are aligning with things that you care about, that kind of thing. So what I like about this young man is, first of all, he's half my age, so I kind of live through him. He has a hunger for information, a hunger to be good. He has immersed himself in this since the moment that I knew he was involved, and he has organizational and business skills beyond anything I've ever seen in a kid his age. He does like to have a good time. I like to be around people who are motivated. Motivated not only to impact others, but to make money so the impact can be even more. Okay, and there's no shame in that, guys. There's no shame in money. And then the other thing is that I know I've driven this kid crazy. I text him all the time with questions, and he is gracious and kind and answers every single time. He wants to help other people. And then just on a more personal note, the tenderness and authenticity that I see with him and his daughter gives me chills. He is a single father, and I admire just the love he has for his so much, and it tells me exactly why he's doing what he does. So, Mr. Benotini, are you with us, honey?
I am. I'm here. And thank you so much, Lori, for the introduction. Thank you so much for covering the first half of our presentation. You know, it is remarkable what we have here with Euphoria, truly. I mean, you guys, when you look at this, you have to understand that preventative medicine is the future. And doing that through understanding our own genetic code, genetic testing is the next multi-billion-dollar space in the health and wellness field. I mean, not only is genetic testing already a billion-dollar space in itself, but when it comes to doing genetic testing for health and wellness, this is going to be a multi-billion-dollar space on its own accord. And there is absolutely no denying that. Okay, regardless of any of us being on this call, regardless of even Euphoria existing as a company, somebody was going to bring this technology to the marketplace. We are just very, very, very lucky that it is Euphoria that are the first and only bringing it to the marketplace, and we're also lucky to be able to hear about it at this point in time. So the technology, the product behind what we're doing is second to none. Before I jump into some more of the information behind the business, guys, I want to give you a real brief background of myself. I don't know about you, but I never like to hear from people I don't know anything about, right? I always like to have a little bit of information from the person I'm hearing from. And, you know, so I'm 24 years old. I live in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I have an incredible, unique perspective. You know, Lori already, you know, alluded to it a little bit, but I have a 5-year-old daughter, right? So if you do the math, I was able to be a parent at 19 years old. And quite honestly, guys, you know, some people, you know, hear that and they go, oh my goodness, I will be honest with you, it is the greatest blessing I've ever had in my life, because it has widened my perspective on a whole nother level. And one thing that I'm grateful for is when I was 19 years old and this was happening, I asked myself questions that I would not have asked myself if it hadn't happened. See, I was going to school, you know, at a community college. I was on that path to go to a university, right? I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I knew that I was supposed to be there. You know, I was working a part-time job. I was living on my own, paying all my own bills, all that good stuff. And then this, you know, I got my ex girlfriend now pregnant, right? And it kind of made me sit there and ask a few questions. One of those questions was, is this the best path for me and my future family? Because honestly, if I go down this path continuously, I'm going to a university, all I'm doing is actually putting myself in more debt, and I'm going to get a piece of paper that I really don't have any idea what I'm going to do with, right? I don't really know why I'm here. Now, I'm not here to bash school, right? I have 12 siblings. I'm the 5th oldest of 13, and my 4 older siblings, ready? Doctor, computer engineer, doctor, attorney, okay? I'm a community college dropout, but those are my 4 older siblings, okay? And so my 4 older siblings have proven to me that if you go to school with a purpose, right, there's a reason to be there. If you have a game plan, then school is an incredible path. There's each one of them, doctor, engineer, attorney, they need the specialized knowledge to be able to go out and do what they wanted to do. But what I found is there's a lot of people who are just like me, who were at the school just because everyone else said we were supposed to be there, right? We didn't really know why we were there. And I'm so grateful that I asked myself this question. I said, is this what's best for me? Because what I realized was no. You know, I don't want to wait 4 years go 40, 50, $60,000 in debt, come out, go beg people for jobs, then maybe start making money to actually provide a good life for my family. It just didn't make any sense to me. So I was blessed. I was so grateful to be introduced to the entrepreneurship space and being an entrepreneur. You know, I got connected at 19 years old. I got connected with kids, guys and girls, 21, 22, 23, who were making six figures and even multiple six figures a year by being entrepreneurs, owning their own businesses. And this expanded my mind because I looked at what they were doing and I realized that these guys and girls were no smarter than me. Right? They were no smarter than I was. However, they had gotten involved with a group of people in a company and timing had matched up. And now they were making multiple six figures as an entrepreneur, working from home. And when I got introduced to these individuals, right, into this concept of entrepreneurship, my daughter was 5 months away from being born. So it was really like the heavens had opened up at that point in time because I was like, here it is. Here's my answer. Because it wasn't that I was unwilling to work hard. It was just that I didn't know where to go or what to do to actually live the life I desired. And the birth of my daughter, right, getting my ex girlfriend pregnant at this point, right, that allowed me to stop and ask myself those questions. And so, you know, I've been blessed to do some incredible things. I'm 24 now. By the time I was 22, I've been speaking on stages across the country. The largest crowd I've ever spoken in front of was 10,000 people in a sold out arena. And I was speaking to them about how to be successful and how to live a good life and how to build a business, right? Because these are the things that I decided at 19 to study. I didn't go get a general education and then go study, you know, being an engineer or a doctor, any of that stuff. I decided to study successful people and success principles. And so that's been allowed me to experience some minor success. Now, what I want to talk about right now is it doesn't matter about anything I've done in the past. Of course, I've had some great accomplishments, but my next work is definitely my best work. And that's something that will be true forever. And I'm so excited because this company, Euphoria, has allowed me to partner up directly with them in bringing their concept to the marketplace. This is what I want you guys to understand. There's three major parts of every business, okay? There is providing the service and the product. Somebody has to collect the money, right? And then there's marketing and advertisement. Now, when you talk about starting your own business, it can be very, very hard. There can be a lot of upfront costs. You know, when I was 20 years old, I started an overhead door company. So garage doors, I would install, repair, residential, commercial, new construction. My first year in business, my business partner and I, we did $250,000 in revenue installing garage doors. Okay? We had to do everything. We had to do everything. And our first year in business, I actually invested over $20,000 of my own income that I had saved up, worked hard to get to build this business. And what I want you guys to understand is Euphoria says, listen, we're going to provide the service and the product. We're going to take care of all the back end administrative BS that nobody wants to deal with. All we need is somebody who's willing to help us with the marketing and advertisement. And so we get an opportunity, I get an opportunity to partner up directly with Euphoria as an affiliate of the company. And if there's somebody just perfect, thank you. If you guys could keep yourselves muted. I don't want to hear that background noise of myself, right? I hate hearing my own voice. I don't know if you guys are like the same way, but whenever I hear my own voice, I'm like, oh, I sound like that. But anyways, so Euphoria says, all we need is somebody who's going to bring the marketing and the advertisement for us. And it's beautiful, right? Because this is what Euphoria does, and it's genius, guys. It's a genius concept. Rather than going out and spending $1 billion on advertisement annually, like companies like Red Bull, they say, why don't we allow the people who become customers of our product and love our product, why don't we allow them to use the most effective form of marketing, which is word of mouth? Why don't we allow them to do that to build a business part-time? And for every time they share our product with somebody and somebody orders that product, we pay them rather than some athlete that endorses our company, rather than some company or some television network that plays our commercials, right? And it's a beautiful concept, guys. It's a beautiful concept. It's absolutely genius. Now, here's what I want you to understand is that this opportunity is out there for every single person on this call. Every single person on this call has the opportunity to partner up with Euphoria and bring their concept, bring their product to the marketplace, okay? Now, not to say, basically, guys, this is the point I want to make. This space, this genetic testing space is going to be multi-billion-dollar area in health and wellness. Our company, Euphoria, has been open for about 55 business days, okay? For about 55 business days. That means if you walk outside your door right now and you find 100 people and you ask 100 people, what is Euphoria? I guarantee you not one of them knows. That's the first step into creating massive wealth. You need to know something other people don't know. And what all of you know about Euphoria now and what we're bringing to the marketplace, but nobody else does, okay? Nobody else does. And the second part, guys, is you have to have depth of vision as to what this can turn into. If nobody knows about Euphoria, right, there's 300 million people in America alone, right? And we have about 5,000 customers with our company at this point in time, right? Because we've only been open for literally less than 2 months. How much opportunity lies inside of bringing this product and this service to the marketplace? It is enormous. It is a tremendous, and you don't have to sell this product. You just have to tell people about it. Will everybody see the vision? Will everybody understand? Absolutely not. Here's the thing, guys. There's people out there who smoke 2 cartons of cigarettes a day. They know it's going to kill them, but they do it anyways. So some people's decision-making skills, you just can't control that. But I'm going to tell you right now that there's a large community of people that when you tell them, hey, guess what? You can look inside your genetic code to know exactly what you need to look, feel, and perform your best. And then this company actually is going to create a customized supplement to your genetic code. There's a very large group of people out there who are going to see that, hear that, understand that, and want it immediately. Okay? So you really don't have to sell this product. More so, you just have to tell people about it. Right? And so for the vision, guys, this is going to be a multi-billion-dollar space. How much of that market share do you want to have? How many people do you want to bring this product to? Now, here's what's incredible, guys. You understand the concept of franchising, right? McDonald's will let you buy a franchise. I think it's like $1.2 million just for the name of McDonald's, but you can buy a McDonald's franchise. Euphoria is the same thing, only you're buying an online franchise. Now, what's incredible is you can go out and you can get customers. You can go out and you can get customers and you can get people on this product and you get compensated for it, not just the first time they buy, but every single month afterwards, they continue to remain a customer of the product. Month after month after month. We have a consumable product, guys, so that means people get their customized supplements, they take them on a daily basis, and next month they need more. Okay? That's just how it works. That's just simple. So they reorder the product. What happens when they reorder the product is you get paid again. Right? And when they order the product again next month, you get paid again. And the next month, again and again and again and again. Now, here's one thing is you can go out and you can get customers. But you can also go out and you can recruit other franchisees. So I have a lot of friends who are interested in business. So if I introduce this concept to one of my friends and I say, hey man, look at what this company's doing. And he says, you know what? I want to do this as well. Well, he can become a franchisee of Euphoria. But because I'm the one who introduced him to the idea, when he goes out and he makes a sale of the product or the service, the company says, hey, listen, Ben, we're going to compensate your friend here, but because you introduced him to the concept, we're going to give you a small cut of that compensation as well. Because if you hadn't shown it to him, he wouldn't have ever seen it. And if he had never seen it, he wouldn't have gone out and gotten that customer. And so you played an instrumental role in acquiring that customer. Now, here's what's cool, guys, is there is no limit. There's no cap to the amount of franchisees that you can bring into Euphoria. And you know what's cool? is when you bring somebody in, they have the ability to go out and either get customers or go get more franchisees. They can do that, either or. And so the thing about this is that we create distribution points, right? I'm a distribution point. I've gotten about 20 people just as customers on this product. So product runs through me for this company. And we can go out and we can get hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of people bringing this product to the marketplace, bringing this product to the masses. And it doesn't matter if any of us are going to do it, it's going to happen anyways. But what we need to recognize, what we need to have the depth of vision of, is that we are getting introduced to this company 55 business days into its launch, and we have the ability to put ourselves in front of a massive, massive trend. Okay? Now I told you guys there's three parts, of attaining wealth, massive wealth. And I told you the first two. It's knowing something that other people don't know, right? You know something that other people don't know now, right? The second part is having the depth of vision. I just shared with you the depth of vision that I have with this. I know that there are millions of people worldwide who are going to want this product, and all I need to do is let them know it exists. But I also know that nobody knows about this yet. So my depth of vision is being the middleman between Euphoria and these millions of people who are going to have this product. And all I'm doing is marketing and advertising, and this company is going to pay me not just once, but every single month that my customers continue to stay on the product. Now, here's the third key, is taking massive action. Because it's not enough to know. It's not enough to see it in your mind. You actually have to go out and put in some work to get the results. And I promise you right now, guys, this opportunity is absolutely incredible. There's nothing that parallels it in the health and wellness space, okay? Nothing. But it means absolutely nothing if you don't do anything with the information. If you get off this call right now and you do nothing, you don't contact the person who got you on, you don't become a nutritionist with the company, you don't become a customer of the product, and you just keep going with your day-to-day life, nothing happens, nothing changes. Okay? However, if you make the decision that everything that Lori and I said makes sense, and you back that with massive action by learning, understanding completely what we're doing, and also taking action to bring this to your network, right? And taking action to bring this to the marketplace, you have the opportunity to create an incredible month-to-month residual income for yourself and your family. Imagine that, guys. Imagine if you spent the next 5 years, the next 5-7 years building this company, and in that time frame, you were able to acquire 10,000 customers, right? Now, I think that's a low end of what's possible, but just say it happened. Well, what happens if 5 years from now you say, you know what? I want to just step away for a month and go travel Thailand, right? And you go travel Thailand. Well, guess what, guys? All of those customers are still going to order their product, whether you're at your house or you're traveling the world. And you want to know what happens when they order that product? Regardless of where you are, regardless of what you're doing, money goes into your bank account. So that is residual income. That is the power of residual income. Working for something at one time, right? You only have to introduce a customer to this one time, and then they understand it. And then every month that they order, you get paid again and again and again and again and again and again. There are people who spend so much money on health and wellness and supplementation. But you cannot tell me that those people will not see the massive value in having their own unique formula. So guys, that's the concept I want to bring with you. That's what I really just wanted to share with you tonight, because you all have the opportunity to partake in this, right? So guys, I appreciate you taking the time, the energy to get on this call tonight. The next step is get back with the person who invited you on the call. If you have any questions, we'll get them answered for you. If you want to become a customer, we'll get you in as a customer. If you want to partner up with us as a nutritionist, we will teach and train and show you exactly what it takes to become successful in this business. So with that, I appreciate you, Lori, for co-hosting this call with me. I appreciate you all for hopping on. Have a fantastic evening and a great night, guys. Bye-bye.